Hello, so I'll be reading again from the space book, and we will be talking about supernovas. So stars die in different ways. One of the most spectacular ways is a type 2 supernova. This occurs when a massive star no longer has enough fuel to keep nuclear fusion occurring at its core or the center of the star. The core collapses sharply under the force of gravity and incredible temperatures are generated, as high as 180 billion degrees Fahrenheit. The core of the supernova rebounds, sending matter hurtling out into space as fast as 9,000 to 25,000 miles per second. In 1 second, a supernova can generate as much energy as a small star does in its lifetime. Supernova continue to shine 10 billion times as brightly as a normal star for months. Supernova are rare events to find, but keep your eyes peeled when stargazing and you never know. In 2011, Catherine Aurora Gray, a 10-year-old Canadian schoolgirl, became the youngest person ever to discover a new supernova, occurring 240 million light years away in a galaxy called UGC 3378. So to sum this page up, a type 2 supernova is a giant explosion that rips stars apart. So a little activity you guys can do to kind of show you what a supernova is. So you can go outside and take a basketball or a soccer ball or a volleyball or a tennis ball or some kind of ball that you have, and then throw it really hard at the ground. And then see how high it goes. So when a supernova explodes, it goes out really far. And then you can see if the ground is where the star is at, that's how far it's going to go. Another thing you can do is if you have different kinds of like sports balls. So if you have a tennis ball and then a basketball, like look at both of them and see how one is smaller and one is bigger. And that gives you also an idea of how stars are. Because some stars are tiny and some are really big. And if you have both of them, you can try dropping both down at the ground really hard and see which one goes higher. And which one goes higher, if they're at the same space, if they go up the same distance and all that. And that kind of shows you when a star explodes, depending on its size, how far away like you're able to see it. So here we have an example of how star explosions happen, or supernovas. So here's the star, and at the core, on the inside, it starts to collapse. And as it starts collapsing, you see kind of these little hairs. The star starts sending pieces of it out. And then the supernova produces a lot of energy. And when that happens, it explodes. And after it explodes, it leaves remnants of like what the star used to be. So if you were to drop a piece of glass and it shatters, it's kind of like that. The glass was the star, and when it breaks, and then all the pieces are everywhere, that's kind of what happens with the supernova. The pieces of the star stay everywhere. And then the remnants, what's left over, is what a supernova is. And that's all I have. Thank you.